anybody's watching this as a replay, we're going to wait for everybody to jump in because it's going to take a few minutes for that, most likely. What's up, everyone? We're live again. I missed the live call this last week we planned on doing. It was a little bit busy this week, so to speak. Oh my God, I'm knocking everything over. Holy crap. Give me 1 second, everyone. Trying to get some things set up. I was waiting for everyone to join in. How's everyone doing? I'm going to call everybody out by name if I can, but let me get a couple things set up here. How's everyone's weekend? It doesn't show me concurrence yet. YouTube's doing its thing where it's not quite updating. Oh, and hold on 1 second. Let me, for whatever reason, a lot of things that I just did is not showing up. So hold on. I'm trying to figure out why YouTube's doing this. Alrighty. So today I want to go over like I done in the past and like I plan on doing pretty much in a lot of these lives is explaining to you guys that this market is rigged, you know? What's up to everybody in here? Paul, Matthew, Glenn, Clash, you're back, Lambo, Shannon, Alex, Igor, Jerry, Diana, Robert, what's up? Heck yeah, Robert. 30K to 75K is pretty good. That is pretty good. You've done very, very well. Now my mouse decides it wants to die. Wonderful, wonderful. Trying to get everything situated, but it just seems like as soon as I get one thing ready to go so I can start doing this live, something keeps dying out, or I got a remote that dies, or YouTube's not showing me anything I need to see. What's up, everyone? A lot of new people jumping in. Black Rose. Oksana, another one of my students. What's going on? So in these lives, I actually give you guys opportunities. If you want to join Discord and coaching, it's a chance for you guys to hang out with me. If you end up wanting to join the coaching, I have exclusive links that give you like Black Friday stuff, like deals for joining and whatnot. If you guys are interested, I'll share that link in just a few seconds, but I want to go over some stock stuff, and I want to start like training you guys a little bit differently than you would be in just videos. So let me just pull up some stuff for training. I'm going to show you guys some very interesting things. I'm just lagging right now. Big lag in all the tech because it took me like an extra few minutes to figure out why YouTube wasn't showing me the feed. What's up, David? Mario, what's up? Rob, what's up? Balls deep in the bouncer, huh? Jeep, what's up, Jeep chick? Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we just had we had a good week this week too, Jeep. Discord had some pretty good trades. Pretty good trades, you know? Very, very nice. Leaps are insane for growth, yes. Henry, the link for the Discord, I'm going to put in the chat. I was waiting for my account to allow me to like log in so I could post links for whatever reason. Everything's just lagging out. That link I just posted, there's exclusive Black Friday deals going on for joining Discord and stuff. And listen, we're going to go over a lot in this video. But if you're wondering, about Discord and whatnot, we filter out a lot of the noise going into Discord. That's why we have a book a call, to get people, signed up. This way we don't just let everybody free walk into the Discord. It would make it chaotic. It's very organized and very good for profits, and it's very successful. I have students in here right now, and I have a lot of students that joined Discord after the last live YouTube video, and I have a lot of students that joined after the previous webinars. And my average students make like 10 to 15% per month. I have a lot of students that actually turned $8,000, $10,000 portfolios into 25, 30 or more. Specifically, I have two students that went hard as hell. They went from like 8K to 30K in 4 months. But it is very possible. Nathan, there's a Calendly link to book a call for an appointment so you can join. Yes, if that's what you're asking. So a lot of people are, no, Discord, we can't, unfortunately, no. The Discord, we have to have a meeting. You have to have a meeting in Calendly. If we just let everybody walk freely into Discord, nobody would make any money. Everybody would lose money. We've done that before. It doesn't work. You have to understand how life works. If you have no commitment, if you have no skin in the game, you won't succeed. It's impossible to succeed trading if you're always looking in the wrong places and are not willing to commit. It's a very difficult thing. I've been doing this a very long time. And you have to surround yourself with committed people and be committed yourself. That's the whole reason for booking a call with my team and I, is because when you commit, you have skin in the game, which makes your effort go up, your ability to learn goes up, and then you surround yourself with people just like that, with a coach and a teacher like me, and that is why my students make money. If I just opened up a free-for-all Discord, it would be a free-for-all. Everybody would be fighting, arguing, there'd be riffraff in there. It doesn't work like that. My team has like 10 years experience running Discords, and I have like 7 years experience with psychology, finance, and trading. And I can tell you that opening the floodgates to Discord doesn't work. You would just jump in and lose money. It would actually be a disservice to you. It would not work. Appreciate it, Alan. Alan's another one of my students. Yeah, man, when you first joined, I told you could do it, but it's like there's a psychology, a discipline, and then a commitment on your behalf to join, and then we go hard, and then results start to come in. That's how it works, Appreciate that, Josh. You have to click the link, Raban, to book a call, and everything's discussed. All the details for you will be discussed. There's no pressure at all. If you guys don't want to join, it's totally fine. You don't have to. I want you guys to know this. And the reason why I'm putting this out there now is because the last live YouTube video I did, everybody was asking for the link, and it took me like 30 minutes to give it. So this time I'm giving it up at the beginning so that everybody's not, waiting. Maybe if you have somewhere to go or you have stuff to do and you leave early, you don't miss out. I don't want anybody to miss out. That's what happened last time. I think like several dozen people missed out. So I'm just putting it out there now. Oh, I don't think I pinned it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. Message is pinned. So yeah, listen. I appreciate that, Leah. See, I got a lot of students in here that make money. Listen, first before I show you like the analysis, the market and everything like this, look, I was just like you guys, probably worse, bankrupt, divorce, pandemic. I was basically starving, like not quite starving, but I mean, legit, like bankrupt, like no money, nothing. And life got really bad for me. And I was helping my dad with homeless veterans. I had to stop helping him with the homeless veterans because I was trying to find a way to go back to school, try to help myself. And it was extremely difficult, like very difficult. And I started trading in 2020 with the money that I didn't even realize had grown so much in my trading account. And I started making rapid money and getting better in 2021, lost some money in 2022, was going to college. As I built up this system, I told myself that I wanted to help people. I've explained this before, but the truth is I made a pact with my dad while helping him with homeless veterans that I wanted to help people in my own way. I didn't want to follow in my father's footsteps, just helping homeless veterans. I wanted to see what could I do for myself. Like, I still help homeless veterans, but I wanted something that was mine. I want to help people retire. If this system works for me, maybe I could help people retire because a lot of people in my family are broke. A lot of friends that I know are broke or not very well off. So I wanted to do something. I said, you know what? I'll go back to college. I'll finish my degree. I'll go work at a hedge fund. I worked at Schwab. I wanted to build a system to see if I could make it work. I didn't know if it would work, but it started working. So I became more and more driven and committed. And that's why I launched this whole program. The YouTube, the coaching, the Discord, the training was I really wanted to help people. I'm already helping the homeless veterans, but like I said, I wanted to be my own man and not just help my dad with homeless veterans. I wanted to help people in my own way and have a friendly challenge with my dad that maybe I could help more people than him, because that's a great challenge. I'm going to try to outdo him and help more people financially. He's going to try to outdo me and help more homeless veterans. And the outcome of this friendly competition is that we just help so many extra people. There's no downside to that. So that is exactly why I do this. I'm already retired. I'm already wealthy. If I was just doing this for money, I wouldn't be here because I don't really make any money doing it, really. Not very much at all. The reason I do this is because I want to help people. I still help homeless veterans. I'm going down to the soup kitchens to hand out blankets. I was actually requested by a lot of subscribers to film that. I normally don't. I have never filmed it. It's not on my YouTube channel. You won't find any videos on it. But a lot of subscribers have emailed me and commented they want to see it. So I might film it this time around. I'm going to hand out blankets. I'm going to order like $1,000 worth of pizza, $1,000 worth of donuts, blankets, and just hand everything out at Thanksgiving. So I want to do this. But I wanted you guys to know this is the reason why I do this, is to help people, which is why you have to book a call to get into the Discord, because if I let somebody in for free, they're going to cause chaos for you. So it's just a vetting process to get serious, committed people. If you are serious, you're committed, I will help you retire. It is my goal. I don't like to lose, and I don't lose. I only win, which means if you're my student, I don't let you lose, because if you lose, I lose, and I don't lose. So I have students in here that have tripled their accounts in 3 months. I have another guy named Josh who went from like 300K to like 500K in 3 months. But in any case, so I wanted you guys to know that's why I do this. I really wanted to try to help as many people as possible. And yes, Alex helping a lot of homeless vets. Tommy, covered calls is a part of it. It's just one very small aspect. I can help you. Rabanin 147. I have a lot of students in the UK as well. I worked for Schwab for like 6 weeks. I've been saying this for 8 months since I started my YouTube channel. Maybe you're new. So we do have discounts. Our discounts for Black Friday exceed what a military discount would be anyway. And we don't charge anywhere near what we should be charging. Tax, I really can't because I'm not a tax advocate, tax advisor, so I really can't. Yeah, Josh, very, very rough. I'm glad it's inspiring. That's the whole reason for doing this. I had a lot of rough times in my life in the past because I got hit with the divorce, the pandemic, then the pandemic killed my business. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. It was not good. It was very bad. So, Akira, if you guys are interested at any time, the link is pinned. I highly suggest Booknoy. I would say Weeble or Thinkorswim. But if you guys are really wanting to retire and you have a $10,000 portfolio, $20,000, $100,000 doesn't matter. There's a plan for each, bracket of where your portfolio is. So don't worry about that. All right. So I want to explain to you guys that, and I've said this before. Maybe you've seen it. Maybe you haven't. I'm not sure. But because a lot of you guys here are probably first time. So that's good. It's really good. The market is set up to take your money. This is what I tell everybody. Listen, I promise you that this stock market is not there to benefit you at all. It is there to rip your money out of your pocket, period. There is other coaches on YouTube. Not going to mention their names because I don't name drop in a negative way ever. It's not good business. It's not fair to other people. And I'm not out here to damage anyone. But the reality is there's at least 3 other major coaches on YouTube that I have students in my Discord that left their coaching, came to me, and they've made more money in 3 months than they did anywhere else in 6 months or a year or however long they said they've been there. Now, this is not because I have a magic ball or because I'm a psychic and can read the market. That's all nonsense. The reality is this game that we play in the stock market is 1,000% psychology. My dad is a psychologist, and I've spent the past 30 years surrounded by psychology, and I have a degree, and some of my undergrad work was done in psychology, and I have credits in college in psychology as well. And I'm going to be adding more psychology credits in the next coming years as I work on my master's and my law degree. Psychology is the entire backbone of trading. You will not succeed without a lot of luck if you don't have psychology. Psychology is the biggest part of success in the stock market. And I'm about to show you in about 30 seconds how important psychology is. You get into a trade, puts or calls, you buy puts or calls, or you buy stocks. Let me share my screen. So you get into puts or calls. Let me show you on Wayfair. Watch this. You see the stock going up and you're like, oh, this is going up. I think I'm going to get in. Yeah, this is really good. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and get in. So you get in right there. All right. Your average cost is like $51. The stock is consolidating and then it starts to go down and you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's going down, it's going down. Oh my God, please don't let me lose money. Don't let me lose money. And it keeps going down. And guess what you do? You finally sell it down here. And then guess what happens? In about a week, couple days, it shoots up and you miss all that money. And then you have other trades where you're in a winning position and you're up 5%, okay? And let's say it's like this. You get in right here, right there. You get in right there. And you're seeing the stock go up, 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 a little bit. You're up 5%. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to lose money. I got to get out. I'm going to lose money. I think I should cut my position. What if I lose money? I can't do this. So you sell right there, okay? You sell right there. And what happens? Within hours or days, the stock goes up, and now you missed out on profits. I know you are doing this. I know for a fact you're doing it. You don't even have to confirm it. You can put yes in the chat. You've done this. You let your losers run due to greed, and you cut your winners due to fear. Then they run without you. Okay? Now, here is what also happens. You want me to also prove another point to how psychology rules the market and no other coach on YouTube's talking about it? This is just part of what makes my program so powerful, okay? I know you've done this too. I know you've done it, all right? You did what I just told you did. You're guilty, you know it. You bought down here, you sold right there, and it ran without you. It ran without you. So you know what? The stock is up here. And I'm going to tell you what you're thinking right now and what you did think when that happened to you. Oh my God, the stock moved and I got out. Oh my God. I got in at 43. I got out at 45. This is what you're thinking right now and what you've thought in the past. I guarantee it. Now the stock is at 54. Oh my God, I missed out on this move. If this stock ever goes back to $43, I'm all in. Please, God, let the stock go back to 43, because if Wayfair ever goes back to 43, I'm getting back in. You know you've said it, and guess what happens? The stock goes down, and the reason why the stock slowed down and it stopped sinking was because all of these people in here that were doing exactly what you were doing, as soon as the stock came down, they started buying it. So the stock is going down, they're buying it. The stock is going down, they're buying it. The stock is going down, they're buying it. Now the stock can't go down anymore because everybody like you who got out at 45 before are now getting back in. This is psychology, and the entire market revolves around it. So if you cannot get your psychology in order, you will lose money. This is just the beginning of how to understand. Jay, guilty as charged, huh? Yeah, I know. And you think these lines, you see all these traders on YouTube, and they're doing all these lines everywhere, all these lines all over the chart. They're drawing these lines. Do you think these lines mean anything? They don't. The lines don't mean shit. The lines are indicative of the underlying asset and the psychology, okay? The reason why this line means something is because everybody trusts it. We all learn to draw these lines just like this, and we can see that the stock is in a downtrend, right? So as soon as the stock gets over here, it's either going to wedge or jump. The reason this line is respected is because everybody's taught to draw the lines, so everybody draws them. And if everybody draws them and the stock hits this line and comes up, it's resistance. It's only resistance because psychologically, we're all trained to draw the line, so everybody draws it. Everybody sees the stock right here, so everybody gets fearful and they sell out. Fearful psychology. Greed psychology. Everybody's doing this. Sentiment and psychology. It is all psychology. It's millions of people doing the exact same thing out of fear and greed. So the moment you can understand the psychology and understand what other people are thinking and what other people are going to do, you'll have better success in the stock market. This is exactly how you learn how to trade. Appreciate that, Mario. So this is a big problem for a lot of new traders. It's the psychology. It does not matter how much money you have or how well you understand the stock market. If you don't have your house in order, your brain, you will not make money. You will lose money. It is just it's the biggest weakness. Just like Skate said. Yep. Now, picking stocks is company valuations. That is another way. Yes, that is definitely another way. And it is another way to, aspire yourself to greater things in the stock market, it takes a lot of commitment. I'm going to show you exactly how to do some of that as well. Not necessarily a Kyra. That is if you're long-term holding. If you are just, trading, leap options or selling puts or running different strategies, then you have to know technical, fundamental, and financials for a company. It's critical to understand a lot of these different things, but the psychology is the most important part. Let me pull up some things here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm going to pull up another chart here. Not Wayfair. Thinking, let me show you an AMD. Let me just pull up another chart. I'm trying to monitor comments because YouTube's like screwing up my monitor over here. So it's like I'm trying to see different comments, but I can't. Let me refresh this screen. There we go. It just keeps lagging out. Do you have any thoughts on Neo? Neo's rough. Tim, what's up? Tim's one of my boot camp elite masterclass students. Good to see you, Tim, yet again. You're assigned 1,000 shares at 41. Good price. 41's great. When it goes back to 50, you'll make like a lot. You'll make a lot. 1,000 shares, you're going to make $9,000 in the next couple of months just off that one play. Only got into stocks this year, and with all the hype, it seems everything is 50, 100, 200%. Not exactly. Some are, some are not. Anthony, what's up? What's up, buddy? Good to see you again. Anthony is one of my first students. Started with 20K. I remember it was actually closer to like 19 and change, but it was basically 20K. And yeah, he grew his account to $70,000 in about 4 months. There were some down times, but he did really good. Really good job, Anthony. Congrats. I remember our goal for the end of the year was 50K. You exceeded that. We're not even at the end of the year. So yeah, Anthony, I would expect that you probably will hit 75K by the end of the year. It's only 5,000 more, and you still have a month to go. So like, just as a short note, Anthony's retirement goal, he wanted to start retiring at 100K. He's going to hit 100K by spring, which means Anthony went from 20K to what it's looking like it's going to be over 100 to 120K by spring or early summer. So basically in less than a year, or about a year roughly is what we're estimating, he'll be able to start retiring. Very nice job, Anthony. This is what makes me committed to doing this. Another person that was able to turn their life around drastically. And Tim as well. And earlier, Oksana. Another student I have that is changing their life, and that's what I do this for. You need sunglasses. For what? I have a call with one of your guys at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh, today? Nice. Good job, Invest Right. Glad to have you, fam. Glad to have you. I'll see you in Discord tomorrow morning. Discord has a live call twice a week. I want to go over that too. If you join my Discord and my coaching, you get to have these live videos in the Discord as well, but they're way more, they're more in depth and more specific because we do them twice a week, 45 minutes twice a week each. The boot camps are an hour a week for 6 weeks, and you get elite training there. You get a full 5-hour on-demand training course. You get all of the coaching, in the Discord questions to learn from me and other members, and you get all my trade alerts that I don't put out on YouTube. Look, in the Discord, I called Palantir to 50. It ran to 50. I also called it on YouTube. It's now 60. Same thing with Rivian. I called that. HIMS, well over 20. I called it when it was $11. Robinhood, I called it 15. It's now in the mid 20s. SoFi, I called it $7. It's at 14. I also called SoundHound at $3.70. It's now between 6 and 7 consistently. So, there is a big benefit of joining Discord, not just for one thing. SMCI, be careful about. EL is pretty decent. Supermicro, you got to be careful. UG Lee, what's up? Another one of my students, Yuji Lee. Double your account in 4 months. Very, very nice. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I remember when you first signed up, you were a little worried, but I told you would do it. I appreciate that. I don't know if I would say nobody, but I would think it's pretty strong because all my students say that I understand the market better than anyone they've ever seen or spoke to. But I think it's because of psychology and because I love what I do. And I love stocks. I love investing. I love trading. A lot of people wanted me to talk about SoundHound. SoundHound will be okay. Akira, you asked about prices for Discord. You have to book a call on the Calendly link so we can get you in. You know, I really believe in SoundHound. It's going to be okay, fam. SoundHound will be okay. It just didn't meet the expectations. They beat earnings. People had very high expectations. Very unrealistic. Very unrealistic. I would stay away from Celsius. Appreciate it, Quiz for Kids. The comeback of a decade. Very, very, very good. I don't have very many people, if any at all, that have lost money with me on my YouTube or my coaching. And it's like I said, it is very difficult to understand this without psychology. So, yeah, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It is a psychology thing. And Mara's okay. We're going to look at some of these stocks now. But yeah, it's a very difficult thing in the market without psychology. It's very difficult, okay? And I want to explain this to you guys. You have to think of trading like anything else in life. What do you guys like to do? I'm going to give you an example. Something you probably never heard about me. I'm a mechanic. I can build a race engine with my eyes closed. Like, I'm dead serious. I've been building engines for 25 years. Since I was 15, 16 years old, I was building race engines. I built both my Hellcat engines. I built my Shelby GT500 engine. I rebuilt one of my Harley bike engines before I sold it. I've been working on motors. I tune. I also do street tuning on motorcycles and automotive. And I understand fuel ratios and all that kind of stuff. When you do things like this, like trading, it's the same as anything else. I would not want someone working on my car unless they're smarter than me on cars. Like, you can't be a doctor without a degree. Can you imagine getting your leg operated on by a guy who didn't go to school or didn't study or learn from someone else? Can you imagine someone working on your car that never studied or learned like I did on cars? I've learned along the way. I've spent 25 years working on cars due to a passion and an absolute undying love for speed and performance. So when I work on a car, I get that shit right the first time. I do it right the first time. I can't count how many times I've taken an engine to a shop to get it built because I didn't have time to do it because of work. And I had to go back and show them how to do it the right way, and actually gave up, brought the engine back and did it myself. Because when I get involved in something, you get 110%, whether it's my engines or my coaching. When I do stuff, I don't lose. I don't like losing. I don't lose. I only win. I win. That's what I do. So when I bring students in, if they lose money, I lose. And I don't like losing, and I won't allow myself to lose. So I don't allow my students to lose. That is the difference between me and others, and that is also the difference about you and others and how you succeed. You cannot succeed in the stock market by just learning yourself. You'll go bankrupt. You can't be a doctor without learning. You can't be a dentist without learning. You can't be a mechanic without learning. You can't do anything in life without learning, and this is no different. That is the difference. And yeah, Cardano is good. Definitely. AMD, I don't think it's going to go that low. Appreciate that theory. Am I pronouncing that right? Hopefully I am. Bitcoin is going to be good. quick quiz for kids. I appreciate that. I'm not really a get rich quick guy. It's turning out that way only because I don't promise that. I under promise, over deliver. Safe, passive, consistent income. I teach you the psychology and I teach you how to beat the market. Once I've taught you those things, my students go out and crush it. The best way to help people is to promise them 10 and give them 20, not promise them 30 and give them 10. If I promise you're going to make $5,000 in your first month and you only make 3,000, you're going to be very disappointed. If I promise you're going to make 3,000, or let's say 2,000, and you make 3,000, you made the same amount, but you're going to be very happy. You never want to overpromise. You have to be realistic. And I've learned from experience and the years in the market, I'm going to set you up for success. We're going to show you some analysis. This is a Hangout Live to show you how to value a company, to show you how to get into a company, but most importantly, psychology. It's what I teach everybody. No. I'm fine, quiz for kids. It was a compliment, and I appreciate it. I really do. See, I'm a real person, a realistic person, and tells you the honest truth. Can you become a millionaire overnight? No. It's not going to happen. Some of these YouTubers tell you you're going to make $1 million or $1,000 a day every single day on a $5,000 portfolio. It's all lies. But I can give you realistic guidelines, and I can help you succeed. Another thing is that a lot of these YouTubers do, they tell you, 99% win rate. 99%. I got a 99% win rate. That doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. They're hook, line, and sinkering you. Look, win rate's important. It is. But if you take a trade that costs you 1,000 and you make 100 and it's 10%, and you take this trade 10 times and you make $100 every time, 9 times, $900, and then last time you lose almost all your money, you've practically made no money. If I only win half of those trades, make 500, but the other half of the trades, I only lose $20 or $80, you see what I'm saying? I have a 50% win rate, but I'm making more money than you. So you could do $100 a trade, max profit, 900, and lose half your money on the 10th trade. Now you only made $400 over 10 trades. I could win, let's say 6 of those trades, $600, and the other 4, I only lose $100 because I cut myself at a 10% loss. So I lose 400 and I make 500. So I made $100, but I only won half my trades. Or if I'm cutting myself out at a $50 loss or less, then I'm only losing $200, but I made $500. And now I've made $300 on a 50% win rate. 50% win rate, $300 profits. You have a 90% win rate and you made $500 profit. So like we're making very close to the same money, but I'm only winning half the time because it's risk management. You don't need 100% win rate if your wins, your P&L, if you're making so much, you're making 3x on your wins and you're only losing 20% of your losses, you don't need to have a 90% win rate. This is just ways that these other finance people just feed you a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't exist like that. There's always money to be made in the stock market as long as you know how to do it. Every day I'm chasing certain ideas and ideologies to make money. I'll show you how to do this. Neo, be careful with Neo and Applied Digital. Be careful with both of those. Both of these stocks are very rough right now. The market as a whole is good. Let me show you how to do some SPY stuff, okay? If you're in this video right now, you mean booking a call for December? And serve is good too. Starting with 5K to 10K is very doable. So let's look at this. If you're in this video right now and you have $50,000 or more and you're looking to retire, you can do it on SPY. And this is how you do the SPY. What you're going to do is buy a leap option. And now is the time to do that because it's way down here. We're unlikely to fill this gap, so I'd say 582 or 580 is the floor. Like right in here is the floor. So you get you a leap option. And when you're selling covered calls on SPY, this is how you work it out. You go to the 15-minute chart, okay? And you'll look at the morning. So let's look at the morning. We see that the low, the absolute bottom for SPY is 592.12. Then we see that around 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., the high is 593.03. So we got, this is your high, or excuse me, that's your low, and this is your high for the pre-market. So what you do is if SPY breaks below the morning low on the opening bell, if it breaks below your lowest price of the early morning from 7 to 9 a.m., which is 592.12, if the opening bell SPY drops below that, you sell covered calls above the morning high. So if the morning low is 592 and the morning high is 593 and SPY drops below 592 on the opening bell, you sell covered calls above 593, which would be 594. Okay? And look where the stock went. It did go up a lot that day. That is typically what you do, right? But it's because it didn't break 592. You see? This is what I'm trying to show you. So what you would do is, since the stock did not fall below 592, if it goes above the pre-market high, which is 593, you sell a put below the pre-market low. So since this stock opened up at 9:30 at 592.70 and it ran at 9:45, you can see right here, 9:45, it went to 593.25. It broke the pre-market high. So you go down here to 592 and sell your put, and look what happened. Bam. That is how you run the SPY. Okay? You don't believe me? You want to see it again? Let me show you again. So let's look at the SPY right here. Okay? We're going to go to Friday. 6:30 a.m. You ready? Let's do this again. 7 a.m. It goes up. The market pre-market high was 596. Okay? The market low came right at 8:30 and it was 595.50. If the SPY at if the SPY at 9:30 goes above the pre-market high of 596.09, we sell a put. If it goes below the pre-market low, then we know to sell covered calls above this strike. Look what happens. At 9:15, it breaks above 596.20. So we would go below and we would sell a 595 put. And look at this. The stock goes up again. And right here, it closes the day. Yet again, the puts expire worthless. This is how you trade the SPY 0 DTE. Okay? And if you're looking to sell covered calls, you can do the same thing as well. What you would do is you would look at these moves. And what I would do specifically is, if I was in here at this price point, I would open the Bollinger Band. If you're going to not sell puts and sell covered calls, I'm going to look at the Bollinger Band. We go back to the replay. We saw the high here is 599. It reached like 599, I believe, and change. Let's look. Yeah, 599. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back on the replay. That's where it broke 600. Where was the spot we were just at? I think we lost it. I think it was right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I don't remember where we were. I think it was right there. I want to say it was right there or right here. Yeah, it's right here, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this chart. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Actually, it was right here. It doesn't really matter. We're going to hit replay and cut right here, okay? We're going to look at the 4 hour on the Bollinger Band. We're going to go back to the 1 hour. If you're going to trade intraday on the SPY, you're going to go between the 1 hour and the 4 hour. The 1 hour says that the Bollinger Band's peak is at 597. The 4 hour shows the peak at 604. So we're going to sell a covered call at 9 a.m. at 600. Okay? Right here. Roughly. Okay? Here we are at 9 a.m. We just did our due diligence, right? So technically speaking, this right here should be our covered call. We went between the 1 hour and the 4 hour for an intraday 0 DTE trade. Ready? Let's see what happens. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a $600 call, which would make us $50 per contract this day. If we have 3 leap options, which would cost $4,000 each, which I'll show you in a minute, this means $150 a day. This is like $900 to $1,000 a week, $4,000 a month on a $10,000 account. Let's see if this plays out. You ready? It's 12 o'clock. Right now it's 1:30. It's going up. It's going up. We just closed the day. Yet again, we just win the trade. 3 more contracts, another $150 out the door. Why? We used the Bollinger Band to show us where the price would go. And guess what? We sold a 600 and the price flatlined at 599. So 50 cents, that close. And we made a ton of money. It was probably more than $50 a contract. It was probably closer to 70. Very realistically, this $12,000 portfolio made $200 in a couple of hours, which is over $1,000 a week, which is $4,000 a month, which is a 40% return per month safely. Why? Because we used the Bollinger Bands, because we used technical analysis. We used the pre-market low and the pre-market high to determine the location of the stock price. And because the stock or the ETF had a pre-market low of 595 and a pre-market high of 596, it broke 596. Do you know what this means? You could have sold puts here and you could have sold calls here and you would have made stupid money. You could have made like $500 in a day on the same ETF. This is how you make money and beat the market. When this stock price was going up, do you think I was panicking? No, because I had confluence, psychology. This ETF was not breaking 600. It's not happening. I did the Bollinger Bands. It's like 96% chance, okay? When you do the Bollinger Band like I showed you, it's 96.4% chance of success. If you do a standard deviation of 3, which is right here, I have 2. Standard deviation of 3 is 99.1% chance of success. So my chances here are 96%, 96.4% every time. So I'm winning 96.4% of my trades just on the Bollinger Bands. I just showed you 3 ways to trade the SPY on a $10,000 account. Let me show you. This is very easy, okay? We're going to buy a call option for April of 2025. We're going to buy a 580 call or 570. This is 63 delta. It's a little low. We'll do 570. 69 delta. Every dollar the stock goes up, you get 70 cents. You can buy this for $3,900, okay? You got a $10,000 account? Okay. Buy 3 of them. $11,000. Right on? If you have a $50,000 account, buy 10 or 11. This is why it's so powerful. Watch this. I'm going to give you a trade for tomorrow in real time. I'll look at comments in a minute. Okay, the Bollinger Band has a bottom of 582 and a top of 603. I'm going to clean up these lines. There we go. Let's clean these lines up. Clean this line up. Based on all of this technical data that I'm looking at, here is your covered calls for Monday. 595 is your covered calls. And your puts are 579. That's where you want to sell your puts, right there. We're going to wait for some pre-market, but I'd say 595 is your covered calls. If you have a $10,000 account, you have 3 leap options. You can sell 3 contracts. So this is very, very low. You see how safe that was? There's no chance of that happening in a day. I know this. So we're going to go below the Bollinger Band, but above the 100-day. We'll do like maybe 591. Okay. That's where you're going to sell for aggressive money, but you can wait for the stock tomorrow morning to come up a little bit. If it makes a little move, then you can sell your 593 or your 592. But if we go with a 590, 591, we'll click on this. It's very safe. You could sell 3 of these, wait for the stock to go up a bit and maybe get 35. So you're making like $100 a day, maybe. Maybe $100 a day. 36 would be $100 a day. So there you go, like maybe $100 a day there. So on a $10,000 account, you're making $500 a week. So actually more than that. Well, yeah, $500 a week, which is $2,000 a month. It's 20% per month, 20 to 30% per month, depending on the aggression. It's hard to say exactly where the SPY will go, but let's say, you know, you sell a 589. That's still a delta of 22. It's a little risky. 590 is 15. It's better. If you end up selling, you know, let's say you have a bigger portfolio, like say $50,000, you could sell 11 of these. If you sell 11 of these contracts very safely and you get $35 a day, you're making $275 a day. We bust out the calculator. $275 a day is $1,375 a week. In a month, on a $50,000 account, you can make $5,500, not including if the leap options appreciate. So if you figure that on a $50,000 account, you're making about 12 to 13%. In 4 months, you're going to, you know, make a lot of money, like a lot. Like look at this 275 a day. You could probably make more realistically, but I'm doing this the very safe way. Again, we look at 5 days a week times 4 weeks of the month. And we do this for say 3-4 months until March. Let's say 4 months. You took 50,000 and turned it into 75,000. Now, granted, I underpromise, overdeliver. My students are in here. They've told you in here that they've made double their money in 3 to 4 months. So this is a very safe bet. You have a $50,000 account. You make about 20 to 25K in 4 months, which is 50% in 4 months. 4 months times 3 is a year, meaning you're going to make more money because in 4 months, you now have this much money. So now you have 72,000, which is going to get you 16 contracts. So after 4 months, you're now selling 16 of these. So now you're making 400 a day. So after 4 months, you make 400 a day times 5, 2,000 times 4. So after 4 months, it's called exponential growth. You're making 8,000 a month times 4. So after 8 months, you now have 32,000 plus 72,000. So after 8 months, you're at 100K. You've doubled your money. Your last 4 months could equate for some losses, maybe some drawdowns on the stock. So realistically, the last 4 months that you would make even more than 20 grand could go to some losses. Will be very, you know, let's just say the last 4 months are negligible and you didn't quite get this $4,000 in profits. Even a very conservative approach, you doubled your money, actually tripled it. It's a 3x, actually 300%, because you started with 50 and you made 100. So you have 150 total, $100,000 profit in a year. And this is no lie. My students are in here telling you exactly what I'm showing you. There is a way to do this. And the reason why you can't do it right now is psychology, coaching, and getting your mind right and the strategies right and how to value a stock. Now I'm going to look at some comments and take a break. What's up, Autumn? Another one of my students, Autumn, is in here. Love to see the students in here. What's up, Gerald? Or Gerald, excuse me. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Operator, what's up? Clash, welcome back. Otto, Saul, Saber, what's up? Need level 3 for sure. Yeah, you won't lose on these trades very often if you do them. Everything I just showed you on the SPY, how to mark the chart in the pre-market, how to get in, Bollinger Bands, how to sell covered calls. The SPY only goes up. It'll be higher in May or April than it is now, and you'll win. If your call goes in the money, buy it back for a small loss near 4 o'clock, sell more. I've done this for 6 straight years, almost 6 straight years, and I make about 25% per year. I've made like 800,000 in my big account this year. My students are in here doing the same thing. Absolutely, Autumn. What's up, Saber? Hill Chime, what's up? What's up, Dwayne? Love you, fam. Thanks for being here. I love hanging out with you guys and teaching you how to do this stuff. I love it. I'm trying to look something up right quick. What's up, Sherry? I have to give a big shout out. Sherry's going to be my new assistant coach. Sherry, message me again. We got to do a one-on-one tomorrow after the morning live call. I'm going to onboard you as my assistant coach. So check this out. Sherry is my very first student in the Discord. Very first. And she started her portfolio with $8,000 and turned it into almost 30. I think we're at 28 or 29. Almost 4x return in 4 months. Sherry became such a great student. She so smart with the trades. I'm telling you, Sherry, I think Sherry was a natural born investor and trader that was just waiting for guidance. Just crazy. She started so small and she's grown so much so quickly. Very proud of her. Made me actually a very proud coach. It's actually is one of the main reasons that I do this is to help people. It's the reason. And she did that. So yeah, made me very proud. Sherry, 4x her portfolio in 4 months. It was insanity, very well. But it became more of a reality because a lot of my students are 3xing, 2xing, and 3xing their portfolios. Sherry 4x'd her portfolio. That was crazy. Robinhood does do that because they don't allow naked positions. That's why. So you have to close at 330, 340. But yeah, Neo's okay. My masterclass, the link is there to book a call. My masterclass is what Sherry was in. Once you take my Discord and boot camp, once you sign up, you have the option to upgrade to a lifetime masterclass. Every single student that signed up for my masterclass, all of them, every one of them, all 60 masterclass students in 3 months have made more than 15% return per month, and they made back all of the money that it cost them to take the masterclass. They've made triple what it cost in their first month. So yes, I go above and beyond. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really charge like other people do to get into Discord. I do this because I love it. My next boot camp, Raul, starts on the 1st of December. We're almost full. So you got to book a call right now if you want in the masterclass. I only have 3 or 4 spots available for that, I think. 4 maybe. And we have less than 2 weeks for it to start. 6 weeks. And it's insane. You'll love it. It's great. I put a lot of love into that. It's 1 hour every week for 6 weeks. And you get lifetime, forever access to the Discord and coaching. And 2 coaching calls per week for lifetime. So the masterclass comes with everything. No, you don't require knowledge. Whether you're a complete beginner or intermediate, doesn't matter. Even proclaimed experts still learn a ton because I teach a lot. I do trade futures, yes. I'm just trying to look for something right quick on a new chart. Got like multiple charts open. I want to show you guys some more stuff actually. Since I lose a share of my profit, is it better for me to sell weekly calls? Weekly calls are okay. I do every other day or every day if you can. Yeah, you can start with 5,000. Sherry started with 8,000 and she turned it to 29,000 or 28,000 in 4 months. So yeah, for sure. Test subject. I'm from Masterclass and I'm up 30% since the start of August. What's up? What's up, Test? Heck yeah. What was your name in the Discord? Because you have a different name in the Discord, but I appreciate you. Saber, what's up? Yield Max ETFs? Definitely. Awesome. Would love to do that. I'll check it out. Joe, what's up? Corey helped grow, and I took the masterclass, just finished in September, 40,000 to 77,000 in 2 months. Love you. Changed my life. I appreciate that. I told you, Joe, I remember we had our first one-on-one in August. And I said, listen, Joe, take the masterclass since you're new. You got decent portfolio size of 40,000. You told me you lost like 5,000 in Tesla or something. I said, just take the masterclass. It's lifetime and you'll be okay. And you did. And September and October, you printed. Bro, very proud of you, man. Very, very proud of you. Oh, Yon, that's right. Yeah. Yon, actually, give Yon some recognition in this video. Yon was my second or my third student. I'm dead serious. Yon has been with me. Test subject has been with me in Discord since June. Very glad to see you, fam. Very glad to see you. I'm glad to see you in here, Yon. Very, very glad to have you in here. Can I join the course from... Yes, I have students from Germany, Japan. I have a student named Michi from Japan. I have students, Bart, he's from Germany. I have actually multiple students from Germany. Bart's just one of them. And I've got a lot of students in China and different parts of Asia and the UK. I have many students from the UK. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from. Canada too. Yeah, Joe, you did lose money on Tesla. I remember. Maddie, do you set us? No, I don't use stop losses. Raul, what is your, what delta were you targeting on the intraday for selling? Usually 15 to 20. You were right. I did it. Joe, it took a lot of courage on your part. You did it, fam. We did it together. I helped you do it. You did it. You did a very good job. 40K to 77K in 2 months is insane. You did a very good job, and I'm proud of you. Joseph, what are the risks of poor men covered calls? Well, the risks are only if the stock goes down, but long-term, lower risks if you have a longer leap. That's why we do it on the SPY. Or you go out 8 months to a year. Mojito, you're very welcome, man. What do you think of SoundHound's current status? Totally fine. Nothing wrong with SoundHound. They're all right. Will I make more on an AMD Leap or SPY? Autumn's another Discord student. We'll talk in the morning more in depth, Autumn, because I'm going to cover some leaps tomorrow morning on the coaching call. Honestly, you'll make more on AMD, but the SPY, in my opinion, probably safer, and you can do 0 DTE. So it really depends on those two ideologies. Do you want to do 0 DTE? If not, you could do either, but I just feel it's safer to be on SPY. Autumn took the leap into the Discord, and we're making some strides with Autumn. We're going to make some money on. We're going to keep making money. I'm trying to help you guys the best I can. Is Nike a good leap now? Yes, Nike would be good now for sure. Oh, Elon will, Saber. I think what you're looking at long term for every 4,000 you have in leaps. Let's look at AMD. Let's look at AMD right quick, actually. I mean, Autumn brought that up. Might as well do it, right? Let's take a look at what Autumn was talking about. So if you're going to buy a leap on AMD, let's do a 1 year or close. Let's do November of 2020. Oh, wow. They got nothing. Wow. Let's go October. That's crazy. What about December? Okay, let's do December. All right. So let's do a 120 for December, 72 Delta, 125 is 69. 130's got a lot of volume, a lot. Let's do a 130 for December. $3,000 instead of $13,000. Huge discount. You get 1 year. AMD is going to grow. Let's do this. Let's say you have a $5,000 portfolio. Let me show you, fam. Ready? Everybody right now, hold your thoughts. $5,000 portfolio, okay? Small, inside the box. You can buy one of these contracts. Okay? You can't buy two. You can buy one. And you'll still have $2,000 left over. So you buy one. Okay? Now you own one. Let's go back and we're going to sell weekly put credit spreads on AMD. Let's look at AMD. Let's turn on the Bollinger Band. Let's go to the 4 hour. The bottom, they call it a band because it snaps up when it hits bottom. So let's say that the AMD is, let's say AMD is unlikely to break the bottom of the Bollinger Band, which is 133. We'll go to the daily chart, and the bottom here is 132. So right now on the daily chart, if we were to sell a put for this week, the chances of AMD going below 132 is 3%. We have a 97% chance of success. So I'm going to sell a 131 or a 130 to be safe. 130, okay? We'll do a 130. This is very safe for this week. $130 is 126. We'll go a little safer. We'll go 129. Then we'll buy the 120. We're going to put up $800 to make 85. This is a 10% return in 1 week. Now remember, this is an example for a $5,000 account and you bought a $3,000 leap, leaving you at $2,000. So you can execute 2 of these every week. 170 a week, right? So 170 a week, and let's sell a covered call on AMD every week. The top of AMD for this week would be about it's tough to say on the daily chart. I would say 150 is the high end, but we could probably get away with this candle right here, which is 145. That's a 12 delta. It's too safe. We could do about a 140 on those leaps. Okay. Maybe 143. Yeah, we could do a 143, which is 70 a week. Okay. So we're going to make 70 plus 140. We're going to make about $200 a week, 210 a week on the leap and the put credit spreads. In 1 month, we'll make over $800 on $5,000. So that is almost 20% times 4 months, 3,300. You just turned $5,000 into almost $9,000 in 4 months. Double your money. This is a safe strategy too. Very, very safe. Very safe. Those were very safe calls, very safe puts. You're going to make 20% per month, sometimes 30 or 40. It just depends. But I preach 5 to 10% per month safely. But a lot of my students are doing between 15 and 25, depending on the plays. Yep, poor man's covered call and leap option trades are pretty much the same thing. I'm trying to find something right quick. There we go. I just put the link in there for you again. If you guys want to sign up, book a call, and try to join the coaching in the Discord. Imagine what you're learning right now in a matter of an hour. Imagine what you would learn in days, weeks, and months. AMD is probably going to run again. Yeah, not right now, but going into the new year and spring, there's some movement there for sure. UB73. Good job, UB73. 82%. Good job, fam. Good job. Scott, I appreciate it. You're very welcome. Look, I told people about, I tell people about this all the time. Definitely test it out in a paper account. I do this because I love teaching and I love helping. And this is what I enjoy doing. I love it more than anything, besides my kids, of course. Kids come first, then coaching. I love coaching, but not more than my kids. JF, love your content. Do you think if NVIDIA break ascending wedge on a daily, you think it's going 125? It's possible. If it does, I'll be dollar cost averaging and adding to my position. That's for sure. Dogecoin's the strongest. Doge and SHIB. No, you don't lose your leap if this price skyrockets. You just lose your short. You got to buy back at a loss. Or buy back at a loss, sell your leap at a gain. They work in tandem. They work together. Short goes in the negative. Leap goes in the positive at the same time. By almost the same amount, too. Yeah, Saber. Tesla is very bullish. Awesome Rising. Yeah, GME, GameStop, they definitely took institutional attention. No doubt. Absolutely. Hims is really strong. Solana's decent. What's up, Colombian Kingpin? What's up? Good to have you here, man. Yes, Raul, you can just keep rolling out for sure. You can always roll out. Definitely. If anybody's curious on the Discord, while we're chatting, this is what you get access to. You can ask me any questions, like right here. I'm answering questions all the time. So, for Wayfair, what's the best sell, put, and date right now? I would say 37 safe, 38 more premium. Also, would it be okay to sell covered calls at like a 15 delta on the W leap? Refrain from covered calls as W will run and you might lose profits. See, I'm helping people in the Discord even right now on the weekend. So you guys get to ask me any questions. We have the general chat with hundreds of members that we all chat in here about stocks. You guys get my gems, all my gem trades, all of my trades right here that I list every week. Every trade I listed last week, printed, all of them printed. You also get the recordings of the live calls. You get 2 45-minute sessions Mondays and Thursdays during market open so we can trade. And then, of course, the profits. This guy's got a $19,000 account. He made $500 this week. He's fairly new to Discord. Tim made $43,000. Realized profits, $70,000 since he joined. He's been with me since July. Look at his chart right here since July. He was in the red. It's going up. He was dipping a bit. And look at this. Look at his portfolio. $70,000 profit in 4 months. Here's another one of my newer students. He is up 72% in a month and a half. Sai, not even a month since he joined. And he said this 4 days ago, 5 days ago. He's up $10,000, 25% in a month. 25%, okay? Look at Sherry. She was at 25,000 last week. I think it's closer to 27 and change now. She started with $8,000. Look at this. Timmy, 64,000. 64,000 on November 8th. And here he is with 70,000 on November 11th. He made $6,000 in 3 days. See? This is what to expect in the Discord. See, all these profits that they're posting, I'm showing you guys. 69%. 3 months, 69%. First month that he joined, $10,000, 15%. $691 in 1 day on Donald J. Trump stock. Look at John. John joined and he had 67,000 on October 25th, 70,000 on October 31st. He made $3,000 or $4,000 in a week. 5,000 in a week, 7%. And over here, he made 2% in a day. So he's made like 5,000-6,000 his first 3 weeks being in the Discord. And it's endless. Look at Chris. He made 5,000 in a month. 17,000. So this is what you can expect. You know, it's every student is making their own profit percentages, but everybody's making money because I teach psychology and I teach the most important aspect, the boring aspects that nobody wants to teach. Look at this. 2 months with me. 2 months. That's it. Only been with me for 2 months. Made 20%, $2,700 on a $13,000 account. Actually, it was $10,000. He started with $10,000. Now he has $13,000 in 2 months. Very, very small portfolio and very slow to start. Still making profits. Look at this. $5,000 in 1 month. 8%. You see? Safe, consistent profits. Corey's stocks are paying off 5% per month, 6% actually. This is the ongoing, basis, 5 to 10% or more per month. See, Jason's up 36% on a $9,000 portfolio, $2,500 in profits. Sherry only a month ago had 21,000. Now she has 25. Actually, she's closer to 27 in the last week. So she's made like 6,000 in a month on a $21,000 portfolio. See, 21,000 all the way to, that was October 11th. When was the most recent photo? Did I pass it? Yeah, I think I passed it. It's just crazy how good my students are doing, especially Sherry right there. October 11th, November 11th, 1 month on a $21,000. She took 21,000 to 26, $5,000 in a month, 25%. Okay. That's just so you guys have an understanding, you know? Not all of, well, they all get one-on-one because they're asking questions and they're doing the live calls twice a week. NVIDIA is good. American Airlines is good too. Rocket Lab I never got into. There's not a free slot. Let me check this and fix it. Hold on. I knew this would probably happen because we have so much demand right now, but let me see. Let me check. There's no times in November or December, you're right. Okay, hold on. Let me help. Let me get this. There we go. I'm sorry, fam. There was a problem with the link. Oh my God. Sorry. Link is fixed. Might want to start booking a call now if you want, because something was wrong with the times. Okay. I don't know what's going on. All my calendars were messed up. I don't know what was wrong with it. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me go back here because there was a problem with this calendar. I don't know what happened. It should be okay now, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. There's like some crazy mix-up or something. I don't know. It was like not any availability. So I'm trying to go through and see what had happened. I think it's better now. Yeah, that link should be good now. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what happened there. There was a problem with it, but we should be okay now. IonQ I've heard of. Neo is suffering a bit right now. FCEL is okay. I still like Palantir the most, though, you know? Palantir. Ooh. Sharon, I wouldn't sell any covered calls because your average cost is 48 and Wayfair is at 39. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that yet. Yes, we will, Austin. Yes, we will. I didn't share a link to the webinar. We don't have another webinar announced just yet. The link I provided you is a link to book a call for the Discord and coaching, but not a webinar. SoFi is going to stay pretty strong with the interest rate cuts and stuff. Yeah, I think SoFi is good. SoFi is going to do very, very good. Rocket Lab might be okay, I think. I think it'll be okay. I think it's going to be... I've looked at it before. I think that Wayfair goes back to like 45 to 50 by the end of the year. I've never traded Rocket Lab. I have a specific amount of stocks or, you know, ETFs that I trade, specific ones most of the time. Tesla is, I'm going to share my screen again and look at Tesla one time and show you guys some technical analysis on Tesla. Let me share the screen now. There you go. I'm just fixing the link for you guys. I don't know what was wrong with that, but it's fixed. It is fixed. Wayfair's got reduced tariff issues. Yeah, I think it's going to hurt them a little bit, but not. They're not the only company that's going to have the issue. What's up, Ben? What's up, fam? Another one of my students. Yeah, the rate cuts for sure. Alex Moon, I missed my appointment yesterday because I'm buying a house right now. Congratulations. I'm buying a house in a couple months. I booked another for Wednesday at 8 p.m. Awesome, Alex. Awesome. I will confirm with you. Give me 1 second. What's your thoughts on FCEL? I'll take a look at it. What's your biggest holding in your portfolio right now? Probably between Coca-Cola and Palantir. Ben, changed my life, joined Discord and printing fam. I know, glad to hear. I believe you had like 30K and you started with 35K or something. You're up to like 70 or something like that, or 67, something. I can't remember. I think we have a bot in my live stream. I did not comment that. Okay, we got a bot in here. Yeah, look at that bot typing numbers. Look, you guys got nothing else better to do? Stupid asses. I hope they're watching and listening. All you guys from like Nigeria and shit, making up all these bot accounts. Plus 427, plus 917, plus 985. Stupid. So stupid. Yeah, Otto, it's going to be interest rate cuts, tariff issues till we get into June, but it'll be okay. Coca-Cola will be fine long term. It's a long-term dividend hold. You'll be fine. It's going to level out at 60 or 61, maybe 58, 59. It'll start working its way back up. We'll be okay by spring or summer. It's long hold. I'm not worried about it. Yes, Palantir is good. Sell puts. Yeah, AMD is strong too. AMD is very strong. I like AMD. I do. Like, I think we've got a lot of potential in AMD. But right now we're at the very low end of AMD. So right about here is the floor. 125, between 120 and 135. That's the $15 spread. That's the floor. I don't think it's ever going below that. I truly don't. I think that is it. I think we're already at a floor. Pretty close to a floor for AMD. I think we are good, fam. We are good. AMD is now priming. Look at this. Want to see what technical analysis does and what psychology does? Let me show you. AMD has been trending down. Look at this line. And look at this support line, okay? Even if I bring the support line down to 134 or 128, where it's very supported, look where this wedge... Look where this wedge is going to fill. Right on earnings. Do you see that? Right on earnings. I'm expecting this. So come New Year, or March, January to March, it's going to be running. So leap options would be good. Axana, can I ask your opinion on Google? Yeah, Google's going to run, I think. KHC lawsuit a little bit. I won't run that right now. Covered calls on HIMS, yes. I would do deltas of like 15 to 20. And HIMS is a very strong stock right now as well. QCOM is good, but be very careful. And I'd be careful with Kraft too. I really would. I'd be careful of Kraft right now, but it is at a bottom, so you can dollar cost average, but it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. You know, let's look at Kraft and Heinz, okay? Let's look at Kraft and Heinz. We're going to take out, well, HIMS is at 19. I would say right now, covered calls will be good at 22. 21 or 22 in the covered calls, 15 delta would be good. I also sell puts on HIMS, 18 or 1850 puts, or even 19 maybe. Very, very good puts. But let's look at Kraft and Heinz. Let's value this company, okay? Market cap, $37 billion. Trailing revenue, $26 billion. 37 divided by 26 gives us a net price to sales of 1.4. Apple's is 9. SoFi's is like 2. It's crazy. They have a better price to sales than even growth stocks like SoFi. And their forward PE is 28, which is insanity. 26 billion, 6 billion on the quarter. Operating income, 1.32 billion. Pre-tax, negative. They're pre-tax. Okay, that's the problem. Right there, we found our problem. Their problem is taxes. And not just taxes. Taxes hurt them, but their pre-tax income. They have operating expenses somewhere. EBITDA is good. So their EBITDA is good. They got, assuming cash flow based on EBITDA. There's a problem with depreciation somewhere or amortization. Assets outweigh their liabilities. Their net debt is a little on the high side, but they have a lot of assets. Cash flow is insane. Their investing and financing activities are in the negative. Cash flow is good. Operating activities is good. So we go back to their income. Why are they losing money? They got good operating income, revenue, EBITDA, all good. Where is the losses coming from in their pre-tax income? See, pre-tax income is a company's revenue after deducting operating and non-operating expenses. They have a lot of expenses. Where are these expenses? What are they? That is the problem. Right there. Unusual income. See, that's the problem. Their unusual income or unusual income expenses, $1.42 billion. It's a lot. $235 million on interest. So they've got a lot of stuff going on, but they have a lot of cash flow. They got dividends on the 29th. It's going to go up for dividends. Something like that. The lawsuit's what's screwing them over right now, though. They haven't been this low since October of 2020 or October of 23. I believe it's a buy right now. I do. Yeah, it might, though. It might. RFK could mess this up. For selling puts, I like SPY, but I also love Wayfair, Walmart, Amazon, Apple. I'm not sure if you'll mess up LOY. Honestly, that's tough. Auto, Corey, can you do long-term coverage on LAC? It has times 3x potential, easily based on current contracts. I can. Tan Kim, I'd be careful of those. Appreciate it, Catherine. No, I would not do Celsius. I wouldn't. I'll look at Rivian is iffy. Very iffy. Good job, Isaac. You're booking a call? Heck yeah. I'm gonna once you join in, man, on the Discord stuff, we get you in coaching, onboarded. We're gonna teach you everything you need to know, you know? Gonna get you where you're profiting like my students. Very welcome, Catherine. I do SPY in QQQ. Let's take a look at Walmart's good. Yeah. Let's look at UEC. No debt. They have a lot of assets, but no cash flow. They won't survive like that. Right now, it's a risk, a big risk. You can do puts and calls with leaps on SPY. You can sell puts, yes. It could, Otto. Very welcome, Alan. Emilio, yeah, I agree. We'll look at SoundHound and we'll look at ASML, okay? Yeah, they got ripped apart. I remember this. Price to earnings 36. Market cap 263. Total revenue is 28. 263 divided by 28.45 gives them a price to sales of 9, which is the same as Apple. Not that good for a company that we're expecting a lot of growth from. So I would be careful of ASML. I honestly would. We'll look at SoundHound as heavily requested. If you look at SoundHound, market cap at 235 billion divided by Total revenue is 67 million. So 235 billion. Actually, we're going to go 235 billion divided by 67.3 million. Oops, I don't know why I put the point there. Yeah. Price to sales at 34, which is not very good on SoundHound at all. They need to generate more revenue. That's the problem. They're in the negative on the EBITDA still. And negative on the cash flow. So we're waiting for this to really jump in the next earnings or two. Oh, Alex. Yes, good job. Just in case, it's a good idea. Walmart's doing good. Honest could do well, yes. ASML could be cheap right now. AMSC, I'll look at that as well. Oops. The heck? American Superconductor, I gave you guys a trade alert. Very, very good stock. Market cap, 1.19 billion. $1.19 divided by 0.176. Price to sales of 6. Very good price to sales. And their cash flow is in the positive. So American Superconductor, definitely good. HIMS is good. RX, used to be a penny stock back in the day, and it was overly day traded. Dutch Bros is good. Yeah, Otto, February is going to be good for the next earnings for sure. Clear and secure. I'll take a look at that. Delta Airlines is strong. Yeah, if oil prices go up due to drilling, if oil stocks boom, it's because price goes down, the gas pump prices will go down as well. $3.66. So price to sales of 4.5. So that's good. Cash flows in the negative. Trailing 12 months is good. This last quarter they got hammered. Net debt, $500 million in cash. Looks decent. Net income, decent. EBITDA, yeah, they're decent. They're good. Growth is happening. Yep, definitely. Definitely good. No, it's not too late, but you missed some of the run. Tesla is going to start holding and going up because of Donald Trump and, their partnership. Let me look at FCEL. $125 million market cap. So a 1.5 price to sales is very strong. EBITDA is negative. Net income is negative. Ooh, that's bad. Assets outweigh their liabilities. Net debt is good. They're sitting in cash. Operational activities, cash flow, and revenue is good. Operating income and pre-tax income is not that good. We'll have to see how they fare. It's a little on the rough side, at least on numbers, and they're not profitable yet. Yeah, they're a little overvalued in my opinion. CrowdStrike's okay. QCOM is okay. QCOM might be a good buy if they acquire Intel. But market cap of 178 billion. 178 divided by 39. 4.5 on price to sales. EBITDA is good. Net income's good. Low debt. Assets outweigh liabilities. Cash flow is all positive. Qualcomm's good. Definitely good. I wouldn't do Kroger's wheel. No. I wouldn't do that. Nah, Lucid maybe. But I wouldn't. CH, very welcome, fam. I'll look at MU. I believe that's Micron. Yeah. 106 market cap. So a 4 price to sales, very good. EBITDA 352, operating income good, net income very good, balance sheet, a little bit of debt. Liabilities are outweighed by the assets, that's very good. Cash flow is good, operating income is very good. We see some good growth, very good. Great stock. 145 for the 1 year, they're at 96. Yeah, it's a very good time. I think Micron is going to do fine in a long term. Long term, very good. You see this pullback? We're still in an uptrend. We're good, fam. It's going to do this number right here, maybe. Might come back a little bit below, do something like that. It's possible. Our price target's going to be like somewhere between 126 and 160 come next summer. So definitely good as long as they keep doing what they're doing. Yes, absolutely, Oliver. I believe December 4th might be the earliest because we're filling up. Peach started Soundhound. Neo, I'll do Ion Q and Honest as my last two of the day. Market cap 631. No, IonQ is low. Hold on. Yeah. They have a price to sales of like a lot. It's like it's not even worth it. It looks bad. It's like over 30, which is terrible. Their liabilities are low. Assets are good. Net debt is a little lower than I thought it would be. It's decent. So that's good. Cash flow's in the negative. You can't operate like that, which means they're pre-taxing. Yeah, they're all in the negative. Something's wrong with Ion. I'd be careful. Yeah, they're having a rough time and they're not profitable. I'd be careful. Very welcome, CH. Nike's good. I believe it is Ghost. Yep. Wonder if HCA opportunity to get in now, since it dipped from 415 to 340, they're going to be affected by. I don't know if they'll be affected by Trump. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at HCA. $86 billion market cap. So one price to sales, like a 1.3, 1.4. Very good. Very, very good. Operating and pre-tax are good. Net income good. EBITDA good. Cash flow good. Very good. Liabilities. Okay, that's good. Assets barely outweigh liabilities. That's a problem. They got a lot of debts and a lot of liabilities. Be careful. If that debt and EBITDA, if the amortization doesn't work out, HCA could falter. That could be a serious problem. That's why they have this. Their liabilities and their debt are as high as their assets and income. So they are at a crossroads. It's like they're at a headwind where if anything goes wrong, they could be in serious turmoil. Be very careful when looking at this company. Oh yeah, Under Armour needs some love. They got some good shoes and some good sports apparel, you know? Definitely. One hot stock. That's tough. I would say that sell puts on American Airlines or get into Wayfair because it's potentially doing good and will run in the next month or so. I'll check Clack for you. Let's take a look at Clack. I'm looking at a few things. I'm going to evaluate this company. So let's look at market cap, 82.19 billion divided by 10. So it's about 8 on the price of sales. That's decent. Operating income, pre-tax is good. Net income is pretty good. EBITDA good. Cash flow, very nice. Although they're losing a lot on financing activities. Repurchase of common stock. Okay, so they're doing that. Balance sheet. Not a lot of debt. Assets barely outweigh liabilities, though, so it's kind of a little on the rough side in certain areas, but their share float is low. Yeah, only 100 million shares. That's why it's priced so high. I did that, Tim. Yep. Chewy should run, yeah. On ET, I'm not sure what you mean. What's up, Jeff? We're going to have some momentum for sure. Michael, what's up? I appreciate it, man. The masterclass in the Discord. Yeah, I remember when you signed up. It was back in July. 25K to 80K in 3.5 months. I appreciate that, man. That's good, though. It's really good growth. I remember when you signed up, and that's exactly why I do this. For these testimonials. Changing people's lives like yours. That's really good growth. It's like just about as good as Sherry's growth. I remember when you signed up. And we had our one-on-one. And you were skeptical, Michael. You were like, I don't know if I can make 10% per month. And you've made like 80% per month, which is insane. It's a very good job, Michael. Energy transfer. I'll take a look at that. Be careful with Chewy, though. Market cap of 59 billion divided by trailing 12 month. So they have a negative price to sales, which is insane. 0.8 price to sales. Insanity. Operating income is good. Pre-tax net income is good. EBITDA, all good. Cash flow, very high. Very high. Very high cash flow. My God, they're doing almost 10 billion trailing 12 month. Assets outweigh liabilities by almost double. That's good. A lot of debt, though. A lot of debt. So that is something to think about. But still, shares float is high. Did they do a forward split to have this many shares with a stock with this much value? Yeah, this is going to explode when Trump takes over. This might be a good one. This very well could be a good one, my friends. A very good one. Very welcome, Tan. Miss Lucia, NVIDIA bad news. Are you buying the dip? Yeah, I always buy the dip depending on the news. If I join, do I get one-on-one from you, or is it one of your coaches? Thomas, if you sign up for the one-on-one coaching package, it's me. But there's no coaches in the Discord that train except me. Just questions get answered. So yes, it would be me regardless. Thanks, Mario. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, fam, this is going to conclude our 2-hour live. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys enjoy these, like the video, share, watch the YouTube videos. If you're not ready to join, it's totally fine. Keep watching, keep hanging out with me. If you're ready to change your life, the link is in the video right now. It's pinned. You guys can book a call with my team and I so I can help you. You've seen my students in here, like literally every student. There's like 20 students in here. All of them are making money. And it's because of how passionate I am as a coach to help others, okay? Take care, everyone. Very, very welcome. If you guys want to join, would love to have you. Book a call. If you guys aren't ready, totally fine. No pressure. I'm not here to pressure anybody. It is what it is. I'll see you guys on YouTube if you don't join. But if you want to make money, want to retire, let's get it. We'll see you, fam, on the next live. Looking to go live on YouTube again, probably Thursday. Or maybe Thursday. We'll see how things work. But probably like Wednesday or Thursday. Awesome. We'll see you tonight at 7. Invest. And everyone else, I'll see you guys in the next live. Or if you book a call, I'll see you in the Discord and on the one-on-one call that you book. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out. One love, fam. Remember, don't overtrade. Be safe.